Salvete discipuli. Today we're going to be continuing chapter 11, so you are going to want to be on page 74 in your books, and we'll get started here in just a minute. Remember, there's two parts to your vocabulary list this week, so you're going to need to be working on your regular vocab list, and then part B, prepositions, are on the next page. So when you're making your list, don't forget to do that and make sure that you have those prepositions in there as well. Don't forget to do those in your list. We're going to pronounce our vocabulary one more time today. So if you'll follow along, it might be good for you to pronounce them with me out loud. If that's something that helps you, hearing them and saying them at the same time always helps us memorize. And here we go. Castra, castrorum. Miles, militis, scriba, scribi, toga, togai, curo, curere, cucuri, cursum, circumdo, circumdare, circumdedi, circumdatum, dico, dicere, dixi, dictum, gero, gerere, gessi, gestum, meto, metere, missi, missum, peto, petere, petui, petitum, pono, ponere, posui, positum, probo, probare, probavi, probatum, teneo, tenere, tenui, tentum, carus, cara, carum, dexter, dextra, dextrum. And now we have our part B prepositions. Ad, a or ab, cum, de, a or x, in, per, pro, sub, and trans. And that is your vocabulary list for the week. Make sure that you are making a list and submitting it. If you want to do note cards as well, that is fine too. And just submit those to me. All right, so today we are going to review third conjugation really quickly. Remember, conjugation is just a pattern of verbs. So to find the pattern of the verb, you first have to find the stem, which is what we normally do first with verbs anyway. So that's not a new first step. We always find the stem before we do anything else. So if you're looking at your verb, you're going to go to the second form of that verb. You're going to take off the RE, the letters RE, and you're going to look at the vowel that's left. And that vowel will tell you which conjugation, which pattern you are in. And that's really important for this week's lesson. So if that vowel that's left is an A, you've got first conjugation. And in our list this week, there's two of those. They are circumdo, circumdare, and probo, probare. Those have A's at the end of their stem. Second conjugation, if you take off that RE of the second form, is going to have an E with a long mark. And there's only one of those this week, and that is the very last verb, teneo, teneo, tenere. And if you look at that second form and take off the RE, what's left is an E with a long mark over it. And so that tells you that you're in second conjugation. Third conjugation is the same as second, except there's no long mark over that E. So all the rest of our verbs this week are third conjugation. And so what we're going to be doing today in your assignment is parsing some third conjugation verbs. So to do that, I'm just going to quickly go over how to conjugate them first, and then walk you through a couple of examples. So if you go to page 76, they have conjugated mito for you at the top of the page. And this is why it's really important to know which pattern a verb follows, because if it's third conjugation, the endings are going to change. So normally when you find your stem, so for example, we are going to do mito, you would go to the second form, mitere, take off the RE, and so your stem would end up being M-I-T-T-E with an E at the end. For third conjugation, if that E doesn't have a long mark over it, it drops out. So that E is going to go away, and you're not going to use it for present tense. So if you look at mito, the conjugation, the chart up there at the top of the page, you won't see an E at the end of the stem. You instead see the endings O, is, it, imus, itis, unt. And those are the third conjugation present tense endings. And if you notice, they are, there's an I in most of them. So when you are going to be parsing your verbs, it'll be a chart that looks very much like exercise 4 in your book. It's not exactly the same, but it will look very similar. So what you're going to do is you're going to give me the tense, present, imperfect, future, or perfect. You're going to give me the person, first, second, or third. You'll give me number, singular or plural, and then you'll translate. So if you look at that first one there, we're going to do an example, and the example is petis. Petis, and that comes from your word this week, which is peto, petere, to seek. So petis is third conjugation, so you're going to look at the new endings, o, is, it, imus, itis, unt, up there at the top of the page. And whenever you find that is ending, is, that's going to be obviously present tense. You're going to go to second person, and that is singular, and then you would translate it, second person singular is you, and then present tense, seek. So you're going to be looking for tense, person, number, and translation. And you guys have parsed a lot before, so you should know kind of the pattern here. So you can use your reference sheet, whatever, your book, if you need to, whatever you want. You're going to have a combination of present, imperfect, and future tense verbs here. So make sure that you're looking at the correct endings. And I think that's all for today. So if you, again, have any questions or need any help, always feel free to chat me on LMS and we can get it figured out. If that's not working for you, you can also email me. I've put my email address on the class wall. So if you need any help or can't figure out something on RunWeb, just let me know. You can always email me your assignments or anything like that. So if you have any questions or need any help, let me know. And I will see you guys later. Walete discipuli.